My name is Justin.
And my name is Jonathan.
And we'll be presenting Goodwill. Goodwill is one of the nation's top 5 most valuable and recognized nonprofit brands and second largest nonprofit organization in the United States. It's also recognized by Forbes as one of the most inspiring countries for the past 3 years, and it expands its sales and revenues to reach audience that may otherwise be untapped.
Now I'm going to go over some of the strengths and weaknesses of Goodwill. Goodwill is a nonprofit organization, and since they're a nonprofit, they have some strengths that commercial companies don't. For one, they're tax exempt, and they can offer products at a discount rate, and they don't have to pay taxes. They don't have the expensive taxes, and so they can offer products to buyers who pay no sales tax on purchases. Some of their weaknesses are, since they're nonprofit, is they're small and they can barely cover their own expenses with the revenue. They can't match the salaries for their nonprofit competitors, and nonprofit professionals typically are more focused on job satisfaction as compensation, particularly in small companies. This slide, I'm going to go over opportunities. Opportunities are, for nonprofits, grants are one of the biggest opportunities. Any grant that a charity may be eligible for is an opportunity. A grant may be from a government or a private agency or a group. There are many different grants that are offered, and especially during recessions. Some threats for nonprofits are they're very vulnerable to economic crisis. Unfortunately, charitable giving is one of the first cash outflows that consumers cut back on when money is tight. Public charities are held to a higher standard than nonprofits.
And now I will give you a strategic information and as well as financial reports that Goodwill does as well. Goodwill makes its revenues by selling used merchandise to customers at low cost. Goodwill has been doing this over a 110-year span, and what makes it the most widely known and respectable thrift store company in the U.S. Goodwill has vertically integrated with vendors and huge market retailers as well as customers within the community to achieve abundance of inventory for profit.
Explain the problem for Goodwill that they're facing currently. The key issue for Goodwill right now is how they can't engage with the millennials, so people close to our age, and how they...
And one of the solutions we came up for Goodwill was to be able to structure more like an actual retail store, including merchandising, structuring, advertising, just as any national mass market retailer would. They don't want to look like a regular thrift store if they want to attract younger audiences like the millennials. And as I conclude with Goodwill, Goodwill works to enhance the dignity and quality of life of individuals and families by strengthening the community around them and limiting barriers and opportunities, and help people in need to reach their full potential through learning and the power of work. Solutions we came up for Goodwill was to be able to structure more like an actual retail store, including merchandising, structuring, advertising, just as any national mass market retailer would. They don't want to look like a regular thrift store if they want to attract younger audiences like the millennials. And as I conclude with Goodwill, Goodwill works to enhance the dignity and quality of life of individuals and families by strengthening the community around them.